Well, every Monday at this time, we are going to turn to our For-Your Health fitness consultant, Dr. Mike Ormsbee, for answers to your questions. Dr. Ormsbee is an assistant professor at Skidmore College in the Exercise Science Department. He also has his own fitness consulting business, has written for several popular fitness magazines. And Dr. Ormsbee's research and expertise has focused on training and eating to prevent obesity-related diseases. We want to welcome him now to News 10 and 4. Each Monday, we are going to have you here to answer four questions at 4, and it's great to have you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Great. Well, we want to start with our first question this week. It has to do with metabolism, which is your specialty. Do we have to gain weight as we age?
Yes, a very good question. We get this all the time with everybody we work with. Absolutely not. We do not have to gain weight as we age. But there are a few things that do contribute to this if we don't take preventative measures. Primarily being, as we age, we do lose muscle mass, and it can be as much as 5% per decade. So over the span of, say, from age 30 to age 70, you can lose as much as 25% of your muscle mass. And muscle mass contributes to how many calories you burn in a day, and that contributes to how many calories you burn overall. So, yes, it contributes to it, but we do not have to gain weight.
Well, at what age do people feel like their metabolism is slowing down?
Right, you can get that feeling, and some people more than others, roughly around age 30, and that can slow down progressively from there on. But we have to keep in mind that it's really only less than 1% to maybe 3% at a maximum that we will slow our metabolism. And it doesn't have to impact us. So if we're blaming our weight gain on really our metabolism slowing down, we're mistaken.
We're mistaken. Okay. So how can we prevent then this weight gain from happening if it's not to be put on the metabolism? How can we prevent this?
Right. Well, there are some things we can do to help either maintain or actually boost metabolism. And there are things you've heard of: exercise and proper nutrition. If we look at the exercise front, there are cardiovascular endurance exercise, and there's weight training. Right, resistance training. And
which one's better for metabolism?
Well, you're going to have to incorporate both.
Okay.
Incorporate both. The endurance exercise, as far as, make sure you have a physician's approval to do everything, but you get out there, make sure you just become more active. Because as we age, we also slow down not only activity that's planned, but also non-planned activity. And so we need to boost this at all angles, and cardiovascular training will take care of that. And once you get more progressed, you can do things like interval training, which are critical as well. On the weight training side, you have to keep that going because that's going to keep your muscle mass as we age, right, so we don't have that severe loss, and then we can be more mobile as we get older.
All right, real quickly, are there any foods that can boost metabolism?
There certainly are. There are a couple of foods. My first tip would be eat a balanced diet overall. All right, we're losing sight of the fact that we need to be balanced in everything we do with our nutrition. Now, there are some superfoods on top of that. Lean proteins are definitely something that incorporate the complex carbohydrates, fruits and vegetables, things that you have heard of and probably know you should eat. But we need to start with a foundation first before we get into any supplements.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ormsbee, for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, if you have any questions for him, we want you to be able to ask Dr. Ormsbee, any of our experts, anything. Email us your questions, news10@4 at WTEN.com.